Hey everyone, welcome back to Strategy Saturday. Today we're discussing how to find joy in everything. Sometimes it's a difficult task, especially lately, but these ideas come from an article by Nancy Solaria too. So you need to start by knowing what joy feels like and looks like for you, right? So the joy of seeing your family members, the pure joy of a pet that greets you at the door, that unconditional love, getting up with nothing planned for the day, enjoying your vacation, those kind of things. So we can daily harness this joy in simple ways, even in those difficult times. Yeah, we've all been through the last year plus, right? So the first tip, stay in the present. When you're overwhelmed or feeling kind of that sadness, that helplessness, secret of finding joy is just taking one day at a time. Those difficult periods can seem more manageable when we don't overwhelm ourselves by worry about the future and all those unknowns that kind of come with it. So find this joy in those simple moments in your life. Be mindful of what's directly in front of you. So practice focusing on those small moments that maybe spark the joy, playing your favorite song 5 or 6 times in a row, planting flowers in the garden, doing some yoga, seeing a friend, taking time each day to find something that's kind of fulfilling, big or small, but finding the joy will become more natural when you do that. Those small wins in your life to celebrate, always be celebrating. Time to talk with your patients, enjoying your lunch break, some of the simple things in life. Indulge your five senses. So everything you taste, smell, touch, hear, and see can affect your mood. When you spot a butterfly or take the perfect bite of food, our senses are heightened. We feel that instant kind of, ooh, that was good. So to satisfy your sweet tooth with that piece of cake, maybe light a candle, fresh scent that way, pet your furry friend, listen to songs that maybe boost your mood, watch the sunset, look at the beautiful full moon. At work, no call bells going off, right? The smell of a freshly cleaned room, anything that you can kind of do that will awaken your senses and give you that feeling of joy. Third tip, change up your routine, right? If you feel like you're stuck in a rut with that hamster wheel, just running, that can be difficult. So when that happens, it's easy to find kind of the smallest things bring on like huge problems. But quick fix, change up your daily, routine, right? If you always start out with coffee, maybe drink some tea. Instead of driving the same route, try a scenic route. The next time if you have time, the next time you're out, just shake up that routine, find those unexpected excitements, enjoy in your life. Everyday work may be a shakeup of your routine lately, right? But find joy in the diversity of nursing as well. Become the main character, have self-love, where you're the main character of your life story. You no longer feel the need to always be surrounded by people, or I'm glad to have some time to yourself. That could be joy. It means all the people in your life are those great supporting characters, and you kind of get to be the star of the show for once. So take that time every day, even if it's just a few minutes, and find the joy in just sitting with yourself. Take the time for mindful activities. So set aside that time where you can just slow down. Inhale, exhale, do that mindful breathing, do some meditating, do some active meditation with the walk, gardening, journaling, reading. Some of it's even folding laundry. But creating that quiet space allows you to hear your thoughts, right? And it kind of nurtures your soul. That power of the breath, it talks about it. It only takes 2 minutes to get into that relaxed state. I think you have 2 minutes for yourself, right? Be silly, unleash your inner child. As we get older, we kind of get more cynical, lose sight of our inner child, the inability to just be silly and to have fun. But the key to staying plugged into that experience of joy is to remind us of that youthful spirit that we have, right? Sometimes, you get on that roller coaster and you just scream, you roll down a grassy hill. You have a sleepover like the kids do, right? Occasionally letting go of that rigidness can kind of shake up the routine and make it so we can kind of truly enjoy ourselves. And remember, laugh at yourself as well. Things go wrong, easier to laugh than cry. So find that true very often. Nature, right? Get out to nature, experience the outdoors. Still in the summer months here, get out and enjoy it while you can if you live in an area with seasons, right? If you enjoy the cold weather when it comes, get out in that as well. But nature's full of like amazing things, right? Sights and sounds make you smile. Just a little bit of sun on your skin. Make sure you wear sunscreen. But the grass beneath your feet, embarking on a camping trip maybe, or just going for a hike or a bike ride, or just, you know, a walk. Anything that gets you outdoors to discover beauty and joy that way. Start conversations. Are you busy with work and school and taking care of the kids and all those daily tasks that you kind of don't get to talk to people? But make room for those conversations that can be hard sometimes when you don't have the time. But when you're having those difficult times, make the time to talk to somebody else. It works for us, you know, to be able to take those few minutes for that conversation, to be fully engaged and present, even with our patients sometimes, right? I know it brings me joy when I'm able to feel like I'm fulfilling my purpose and actually talk to my patients. Conquer fear. When's the last time you felt that thrill of like a leap of faith and conquered an activity that maybe frightened you a little bit? The feeling of joy that comes from knowing you completed it, you know, it can be really gratifying. It can be scary to kind of do some of that stuff, right? Give a presentation at work or, you know, something that's brand new to you. But when you forge through it, you actually feel more joy, right? You're able to get through it. You have the confidence now. We can discover how maybe resilient we are through that as well. Difficult times are followed by those winning moments, right? So prove our ability to get through that adversity and to actually thrive. So we can conquer this week and we can bring ourselves some joy in the process, right? 10th tip here, accomplish the small tasks. No one likes the feeling of those never ending to-do lists. It keeps going on and I push it on to the next day. Instead of trying to check all the tasks off in one day or week, consider just making it a manageable list for you, right? And whatever you accomplish, even if it's the smallest thing, that 1% progress, right? Just keep moving. It could be something like hitting the snooze button just once instead of 5 times, or putting away that giant heap of clothes that's been sitting in the corner of your room for weeks. It used to be me, but right now my room is a mud hole still. So it's still sitting in random piles though. Allowing yourself to be proud of completing both those big and small tasks help you feel accomplished, peaceful, and happy. Small hinges swing big doors. Remember that. Limit your screen time. We did our social media detox. We're always looking at some kind of screen, but we know it can take away from what's really going on around us, and it can be overwhelming or the negative stuff that's on there. So get away from that. You can maybe be more productive and present. And maybe we're not comparing ourselves to whatever we see on the Facebook or Instagram pages. Allows us to redirect our focus and love the life we actually have. So remember, revisit that detox challenge if you need a little help with that. Release your emotions. Have you ever been overwhelmed or stressed that you feel like you're that shaken up bottle of soda about to just kind of explode everywhere? Yeah, we've all been there. Some of us maybe are currently there. But releasing of those pent-up kind of negative feelings will enable you to experience the positive, right? Getting in maybe a hard workout, taking that long shower, cranking up the music, singing at the top of your lungs. You know, we can pop the top of the pop bottle a little bit and helps us feel more relaxed. So when your mind and body are free from tension, it's easier to actually find the joy. Appreciate the little things in life, right? When you're going through a difficult time, concerned about the future or the past, that sometimes we miss out on the simple pleasures in the present, right? Practicing that gratitude, another path to happiness. We remind ourselves to appreciate everyday gifts, fresh air, family, friends. You automatically kind of go to joy. Remind yourself of your why. Sometimes just remembering that what you're striving for will kind of help you get out that frustrating rut. Consider how you got where you are today, how hard you've worked, what matters most to you. Keeping your why prioritized at the top of your mind, you'll continually feel inspired and encouraged to keep going. Learn to let it go. Everyone's sing the song, right? It can be challenging to release something that's been a staple in your life, but sometimes you discover that by allowing yourself to actually let go of that, you may experience more joy without it. kind of a hard concept sometimes, but certain aspects of our life that were vital might actually be holding you back, especially from finding that real joy in your life. So we learn to kind of leave it behind, those things that aren't serving you, sometimes relationships, connections, careers, old habits. We allow ourselves to kind of rejuvenate and prepare ourselves for the new adventure that maybe will come along. So finding the joy in everything. Challenge yourself to try to some of these new habits over the next several weeks and kind of watch your joy of this kind of grow in your life. As always, thanks for joining me this week for Strategy Saturday, where we navigate the challenges of nursing and life. Make sure you join me next week. And if you need any support on how to find joy in your life, message me or comment below. We can all support each other. And enjoy the rest of your weekend. I'll see you all next week.